Hi, I'm Callie King from CRK Training. I'm here today with Molly, and in today's video we're going to talk about riding bareback. So this is actually another topic that I have gotten quite a few questions on. I did make one bareback video last fall. We just kind of went over the very basics, and the questions that came in were, how do I do a little bit more bareback? Is there anything else that I need to know? And specifically, how do you canter bareback? So that's what I'm going to answer in today's video. So just to kind of start with and to recap, bareback is a really good exercise for your balance, and it's really good for helping to feel the horse underneath of you. So I credit just, being able to ride my own horses bareback for helping me a lot in my own riding, and I still do it a lot when I'm at the farm, both my own horses and training horses. I just really enjoy it, plus I do feel that it does really improve my riding. So what you want to think about when you ride bareback is, one, letting your legs drop and hang nice and low. And you also want to think about keeping your upper body slightly lifted. So you don't want to just sit here completely relaxed like this, where you've got your shoulders dropped and everything sinking down, because what you're going to find there is it's going to actually make you more uncomfortable, and it puts your back, your lower back, puts more strain on your lower back if you're riding like this. So you want to think about keeping a strong core, keeping yourself lifted with your chest open. And that's one of the things that you have to think about a little bit more bareback. In the saddle, you have a little more support here, so it's easier to sit in this position. Bareback, sometimes you'll roll too much this way. So just something to be aware of. Make sure that you're still engaging your core and staying nice and tall as you ride. And basically just have fun with it. You can work on all the same things that you work on under saddle. In fact, I love practicing some of my lateral work and some of asking the horse to step underneath of themselves bareback, because I can really feel the lifting of the back, and I can really feel where their muscles are and which muscles I'm engaging as I ask for different things. So what I'm going to do for you now is I'm just going to take her out. I'm going to trot a little bit. I'll pick up a canter, show you how I ride the canter, and basically the same rules as far as your position, your balance, the positioning of your upper body is pretty much the same. One thing that I do tell people to notice is that a lot of times when you ride bareback, your leg is going to end up more where it needs to be. It's going to end up a little farther underneath of you, especially when you're cueing the horse, like when you're asking the horse to move forward. And that's just an important thing to notice. Notice the feeling of that, because that's something that a lot of us need to work on more, and especially people that are new to riding. With the stirrups, they tend to want to brace on them out here versus keeping their leg more underneath of you, and the bareback couldn't be good for that. Okay, so I'm going to take Molly out here. And you want to think about not gripping with your legs. So the more that you try to grip here, it's actually going to negatively affect your balance. Instead, you want to think about leaving the legs loose, balancing through your seat, and just keeping your core strong to help maintain, a tall position with a flat back. Okay, so I'm going to ask her to pick up a sitting trot, and just notice the positioning of my legs. Here I'm going to ask her to bring her head up a little bit, which is just something that I've been working on with Molly. So bareback is a good way to improve your sitting trot too. It's the same as when you have a saddle, that when you want to stop, you want to bring the hips up, the shoulders back, and feel like you have strength through your core. So if you get into any kind of a time where you're needing to use the reins, use pressure, be a little bit stronger and not get pulled by your horse, it's the same concept that you're coming here. So as the horse pulls, it's pushing you down more. It's not pulling your upper body forward like this. And you don't necessarily, the saddle helps obviously with having that stability, but you can find it even bareback just with your body position. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a canter on her. And then the same thing, canter. keeping my leg underneath of me. I'm keeping a nice open hip so that I can ride her movement. And I'm just staying tall through my body. Just getting a little tighter through my core and kind of resisting there for a downward transition. And then we'll do another one there. Good girl. So obviously I do recommend having a horse that you, number one, trust and that you feel comfortable with, that maybe has an easier stride, especially if you haven't done a lot of bareback before. It's just going to make your first experiences a lot better. And also just be a little bit aware when you are riding bareback for the first times, especially if you're not sure if your horse has had it before or is used to it. It is a different feeling for the horse, and I haven't had any that reacted to it after they got used to it, but I have had some that did get pretty tense and nervous the first time that I sat on them. And all I did then was just, I would get on, sit a little bit, get off, I would lay on them, just get them used to the different feeling here. You know, with obviously it's a smaller pressure point that when we're just sitting on them this way, where the saddle distributes the weight a little bit more with the tree and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions about riding bareback, please put them in the comments below, and I'll look forward to seeing you there. Plus, if you're watching this anywhere besides crktrainingblog.com, please go there, subscribe, and that's where most of the discussion happens on the videos. Thank you.